currently sitting. I got my shorts on. That's why I'm sitting inside. Also got my football boots on. Been outside, and it is absolutely freezing. My lads out there playing football. I can see it all from here. It's a good game so far. Out there for the first half, second half. I've had to come in the car. It's too bloody cold. But yeah, let's talk about the UFC last night. You know, it's a good card. We got Leon Edwards. That was the main event of UFC in London last night at the O2, and yeah, just very disappointing in Leon Edwards. I know that going into it's a chance. Giving it has he given a penalty? No, it's not a penalty. Sorry about that. Yeah, Leon Edwards. We know that going into the fight with oh God, what's the geezer's name? I've not recovered from last night. Me and the missus had a couple of drinks last night and pina colada. Jesus Christ, some strong stuff. Pina colada. Blimey. Sean Brady. Leon Edwards versus Sean Brady last night in the UFC London, and it's a very good fight actually. In the end, Leon Edwards succumbed to the choke, but yeah, it was a good fight. It was a good fight up until he had him. Sean Brady basically dominated Leon Edwards. Absolutely dominated him. Don't forget, I am watching the football over here, so I'm having to do two things at once. But who says that men can't multitask? I beg to differ. Yeah, Sean Brady got him out of there, I think, in the fourth round, towards the end of the fourth round. And you know, where does Leon Edwards go from here? Because that's two defeats in a row. And twice in a row, let's face it, he has actually got dominated twice in a row. He's been dominated twice in a row, Leon Edwards. By Bilal, remember the name, Muhammad, and now by Leon Brady. You know, he's, oh, my son's just miskicked the ball. Come on, kid, get it together. Under a bit of pressure there. He's under the cosh. Yeah, where does Leon Edwards go from here? I know that he's not the type of guy to, you know, have an excuse, but it was clear as day that he had staph. He had a staph infection on his arm or on his elbow with a massive hole right there. Could that have contributed to him not being up for it? I mean, who knows? But, you know, Sean Brady did look very good. Sean Brady actually didn't give a good representation of himself versus Bilal Muhammad, actually. It wasn't very good that night, but his last couple of fights versus Gilbert Burns, who he absolutely dominated in similar fashion to what he's just done to Leon Edwards. Yeah, I mean, Brady is looking good. I'm looking forward to the rematch. I'm surprised he didn't call out Muhammad for the rematch. He just says, I'll leave it to the UFC to do what they want to do. But obviously, you know, he's the number one contender now in that division. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to the rematch. I'll say he gets in there and he does what he should have done against Bilal Muhammad, which is absolutely dominating, destroy him, which is what he just done to Leon Edwards, who's also a very good grappler, a very good wrestler, but his forte is striking. But, you know, Brady neutralized that, strike with him for a bit, noticed that he wasn't really going to get anywhere with him, took him down and just absolutely dominated Leon Edwards on the ground. It's just a great fight. We had Molly McCann, who I personally don't like. Molly McCann. I'm not a fan of Molly McCann. But she retired. Yeah, okay. They do help sell the tickets. Her and Paddy Fabadi, who's coincidentally he's got a fight coming up against Michael Chandler. This will be his first true proper test, and it just depends on how Michael Chandler fights actually, because Chandler can be a little bit emotional when he gets into the cage. He wants to go in there and he's all gung ho and He's just like 100 miles an hour, and then he ends up letting himself down. So it just depends on what kind of Chandler actually turns up. But it should be a great fight. But yeah, going back to Mona McCann, yeah, she's decided to retire because obviously she keeps losing. And I'm not sure how old Mona McCann is. However, I suspect she's 33, 34 onwards. Probably a little bit older. But yeah, she, to be fair to her, I'm not a fan of hers, but Meatball Molly is what they call her. But to be fair to her, she could keep going. She could keep going, picking up the paychecks. But she says, listen, with performances like that and my last fight or my last couple of fights, there's no way I can keep taking a paycheck off these guys who support me so much and giving performances like that. So to be fair to her, you know, I tip my hat to Mona McCann actually. To be fair to her, because she didn't really have to say that, but yeah, she did. She did quite well. She did quite well. And the Brazilian girl who got called up at late notice, she came down, did a dance routine similar to Israel Adesanya's dance routine versus Robert Whittaker for their first fight. I mean, she was going off. I was thinking, Jesus Christ, she's going to burn out all her energy here. She just a pocket rocket, but came down and absolutely dominated Mona McCann. Dominated her, and obviously submitted her. And that's the end of Mona McCann. The game is currently over, and my lad should be on his way back in a minute. That's it for now. Hopefully, I'll see if I can go live with some more conspiratorial stuff maybe later. Right, over and out. See you later.